Something sweet I remember about my father is his accent, which is very difficult to imitate, and how he would enunciate words like ballet and talk about driving to Santa Monica and talk about how impressed he was that I baked zucchini bread. And it's something that I miss very much.
Our dad had an adorable Romanian accent, and it was so thick, and just the way he would accentuate every word that he said. When he was 70 years old, I threw him a yacht party, and he dressed up as a pirate. It was really funny. He even had an eye patch, and he had a parrot on his shoulder, and he walked around with a pirate's sword, and he'd say, "This is my yacht, my yacht."
I would like to invite everybody to my yacht, Zumbrota. We just took over the Zumbrota yacht. And I believe that I'm the very first Jewish pilot. The pirate.
We're very grateful for Sabaron, grateful for wonderful phone calls, wonderful visits. Always took an interest in our children, how they're doing in kindergarten and in school. Sabaron was very proud.
One thing I miss about my father is his cooking. I miss his blintzes and his schnitzel and the Israeli salad that he would make so finely chopped, and the fruit salad where he would put lychee and apples. He always cooked with so much love.
My dad was great with jokes. I think he would remember every single joke he had ever heard, and he would deliver the punchline with such great timing. But some of his jokes were a little bit you could call them dirty jokes. And I remember whenever he'd deliver them, I'd always get scared of who the audience was, because sometimes it could be my boss or a big client. But he just does it so well that no matter what the punchline is, it just gets everybody at the table laughing. I love that.
My favorite memory of my father is from when I was 6 or 7 years old and I sang in a school assembly, and my father was so proud at the end of my song that he stood up in the audience and he clapped and he yelled, "Encore! Encore!" And as a 6-year-old, I had no idea what that meant. And I just remember how happy he was. I loved his sweetness.
If my dad was here, if he could be watching this video, I'd ask him if he's proud of me. I'd want him to know that I married this amazing woman, Indre, and that I have this incredible, beautiful girl, Maya. And I hope that he would be proud of me for being a father, the way that I was proud of him for being the great father that he was to us.
If my dad was watching now, I know that he would be delighted by his grandson, Asher. And I know that every time I would send him a photo or a video, he would respond with something funny or something clever to show how much he appreciated it.
We love you, Sabaron.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
I went to a performance one time of La Traviata in downtown Los Angeles, and I met the famous Placido Domingo, and my dad was a really big fan. So I asked him if he would do an autograph, and he said, "What would you like me to say?" I said, "Look, he hosts these opera evenings every Monday night, and so Placido Domingo takes out his marker and he writes to Ron Raviv,
your opera evenings are world famous."
And he signed it, and my dad was so happy when he signed. To get a signature by Placido Domingo acknowledging him on his opera nights, was one of the greatest things from my dad. I remember my dad used to describe operas with so much passion. It was almost like he was the performer, or he had lived it. And when he hosted opera evenings at his home, he would tell people the story. I remember in particular him describing an aria, Rusalka, and he talks about this song to the moon, and it was so beautiful the way he describes it. It really portrays his persona and his charisma.
Rusalka, the song is the Song of the Moon. It's by a composer called Antonin Dvorak. The opera is magnificent because it's the story of a woman who, out of love,
gives up eternity for a human love. The most beautiful song in the entire opera